Uh, in this video, I'm going to add a few contents to the earlier video. Actually, I'm going to name it lesson 1A. There are a few things which I thought that I should include in lesson 1, but since lesson 1 video is already made, so I'm going to discuss those features and those concepts in this video. Well, this is a SIMD system, single instruction, multiple processors. I mean, single control unit and multiple processing unit. Well, there are actually two kinds of SIMD system. Basically, for our level, that is, first one which has a local memory for each of the process, like from CU to processor and to local memory is a local memory of each processing element or processing unit is a local memory. This is one type of system, and there is another type of system where there is no local memory but there is a global memory. So each of the processor does not have a local memory but they have a global memory from where they get the data. um, Now, how the processors get the data from the global memory? Well, it's very simple. The global memory is divided into data sets. Suppose processor 1 gets data from dataset 1 and processor 2 gets data from dataset 2. So internally it's let's suppose, imagine there's a line like this which divides the global memory into different sets. It goes on lines. It's imaginary lines, it's not real, does not physically divide, but it's logically divides into different data sets, and the individual processors they get data from these data sets. So this is the global memory concept. So since they share a single memory, they are always connected. But what about in the case of local memory? They share, they have their own local memory and they do not share global memories. So how are they connected? The CU only sends instructions. There is no connection as such. Well, for those cases, there is a circuit named ICN. ICN means interconnection network. Now, when a process um, has to connect to another process, like it has to share some information or data, then it passes through the ICN. So in this way they can share information among one another. So ICN is needed when there is a local memory. This is SIMD system, and for MIMD system, multiple CU and multiple processor, there is also the concept of local memory and global memory. um, in the case of local memory, the structure is same from CU to processor and from processor to local memory, and it's bidirectional. That's the things which I've discussed in the lesson 1. That's perfectly fine, no problem with that. But only thing different is that in local since it's local memory, this cannot connect to the others as such. So what happens is, um, there's also an ICN here, and through the ICN the networks can connect to each other. And similarly there is a global data system for the same for MIMD system as well, where they get the data from the global data from the global memory, and it's also divided into data sets, and each of them get data from the data sets. So this is all for this video, guys. This is a concept which I thought should was important, and so I discussed it. I included it in this tutorial as an addition to lesson 1. I didn't want to name it lesson 2. So this is all for this video, and if you like this video, do hit like and do share it with your friends. Thank you.